Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Spring is coming. Filming this March 1st. You'll see it tomorrow, March 7th, which will be today for you. Spring is coming, yes. So what does it matter to us that spring is coming? Well, you guys know. Planting season, growing season. Maybe increased egg production from your hens. A lot of different things. Better weather. Nicer to go outside and do the things. Even though I encourage you guys to get out and do all the things in all the weather, so that you get used to it, so that you know that you can do it. You can get out and do anything you can in the rain, in the snow, in the cold, nasty weather. It sucks. Yeah, it does. But you can do pretty much anything under any weather condition. Of course, there are exceptions, but spring is coming, so what should you be doing now? Planting. Not yet, right? No, not quite yet. Some people maybe, yes. Some people can plant and grow year-round, so spring isn't really that big of a deal. But you may start being able to start your seeds now, have your sprouts, start sprouting things, getting them ready for transplanting. You may just be at the point where you need to start getting seeds. Because if this year is anything like last year, more people are gardening. Also, with potential seed shortages, from what I've heard, a lot of sources talking about seed shortages, we may come a time when spring comes around and everybody starts thinking about gardening that isn't thinking ahead and that isn't pre-planning like we do as preppers. Then they all go to the store to get seeds, and then bam, they're gone. Fewer seeds, more people into gardening now. Last year, a lot of people's eyes were opened up to gardening. And some of it was because they're bored, they're stuck at home, nothing to do. Some people because they saw the increased need for food, because they saw grocery store shelves much emptier than they've ever seen them before in their lifetime. Depending on where they live, of course, exceptions are, you guys know. Anyway, so seeds. I've been harping on this for a while, but I think this is one of the biggest things right now is seeds. Food storage is always good. Water storage is always good. Water collection methods is always good, but growing your own. I can't say too much or enough about being self-sufficient, being able to produce as many of your own calories as possible through gardening, through raising an orchard, through raising your own animals for your own proteins and fats, fruits, vegetables, all these things. You don't necessarily have to be off-grid. You don't even necessarily have to have a homestead, quote unquote. Maybe you just have an acre. You can do a lot with an acre. I'm on not that much over an acre. And I do quite a bit. I have, 10, 12? I forget. I think I have 10 raised beds. And we're looking to possibly double that number this year. But I was a little overwhelmed last year with the production level of my garden. Even at the current rate. So I may just build the raised beds, get the soil in, stuff like that. Maybe I just have the ability to have 10 more raised beds, but maybe not actually plant all of them. Or if I do, I may just throw potatoes in to make it easy, and I don't have to worry about it as much. Or I may do pumpkins or something. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll try my hand at doing some cantaloupes, which I didn't have good luck with last year, because it doesn't get warm enough, hot enough, sunny enough here for long enough to really get cantaloupes. The biggest one I got was about that big around, and we ate it just because, but it wasn't really sweet, Anyway, try my luck at that. But seeds. You can get seeds from a lot of different sources. Obviously, buy packs of seeds everywhere that carries them. Like I've said it many times, every time I go to Walmart or any place that carries seeds, I buy at least 10 packs. And yeah, I have quite a few seeds. But also get like Augustin Farms has those big, the number 10 cans, sealed, vacuum sealed, all that stuff like that with organic, non-GMO heirloom seeds. They make those packs you can buy on the internet, on like Amazon. Got some of those in the storefront, link in the description below for my Amazon storefront. If you want to check them out there, there's some good options. I've ordered, I think, all those ones in the store. I think I've ordered them. I haven't necessarily grown and tried them because those are the seeds I keep for stockpile. The non-GMO organic heirloom seeds are what I keep for my SHTF seeds. I don't necessarily plant them yet, although maybe I should be planting them and collecting the seeds so I have that whole learned, the seeds learn the climate, they learn the soil, all stuff like that, and so they produce more. So maybe I should be doing that, but I don't, because those are like that's my safety net, like food storage. What I do year to year is I just plant the seeds I buy anywhere. It really doesn't matter to me. I don't even really worry that much about organic seeds because, okay, the plants were raised non-organically, but I really don't think that much got into the seeds, and once they go on the ground and they grow, it's like, I don't think any kind of chemicals would really get through. Some, maybe somewhat, I don't know. I'm not really that concerned about that. But also, like every time we get bell peppers at the store, we collect the seeds out of them. Anytime we get cantaloupes, anytime we get pumpkins, anytime we get any kind of squash, like butternut squash or spaghetti squash or anything like that, we save the seeds and then we dry them and we put them in our seed fridge. I Ziploc bag them, date them, throw them in the fridge for our seed stockpile. And are those seeds going to reproduce true to form year after year, like non-GMO organic heirloom seeds? Maybe not. So what? I got lots of them. I got lots of seeds. So part of my idea to overcome the fact of growing year after year, I do have quite a few of the good seeds. Quite a few. But I have a lot more just regular seeds. Just whatever, hybrid, I don't really care. Because, like I said, if they grow true to form the second year or something like that, if they only last 2 years, great. If they only last 1 year, great, whatever. I have lots of seeds. Stockpile lots of seeds. I would love to have like a seed bank. I would love to have like millions of seeds. Seeds to me are just as important as food storage. And actually thinking about that, I probably do have millions of seeds because I forget sometimes that every time you grab that 50-pound sack, 25-pound sack of beans, those are seeds. And I don't even know, I'm going to have hundreds and hundreds of pounds of beans and rice and all the things. But anyway, dried corn, that's also a seed. Lentils, that's a seed. Garbanzo beans, any kind of bean, legume, all that stuff like that. Rice, wheat, those are all seeds. So remember that. Remember that if you grab a bag of, cheap way to get seeds for beans is just to go buy a bag of beans at the store. And bam, you got a bunch of beans. So yeah, stockpile seeds right now. Start planting your garden. If you got a chance to build your raised beds, if you're doing raised beds, then start building them now. Get your topsoil in. Get the beds built. Whether you're using reclaimed lumber, whether you're using logs from trees from your property, whatever it is, whether you're growing indoors in an apartment and you're building a hydroponic system or aquaponics, I forget the differences. I don't do that. But you can do that. Get the PVC pipe. Start building it now. The great thing about that system is you don't have to wait till spring. You can do that any time of the year. Get some grow lamps. Set up an area. Grow a vertical wall or several walls in your apartment. It looks cool. It's nice. It's pretty. It's attractive. And it produces food. A wall of food. Come on. That's awesome. And you can grow that. I don't care if you make 1 million acres. You can still do that inside your house. Even if you got plenty of acreage. Maybe that's the way you want to plant your lettuce. Or maybe that's the way you want to plant your your herbs. It's like an indoor herb garden, so you don't have to go outside. You just walk over, grab some herbs, throw them in the pan when you're cooking, good to go. Who knows? Try different things. Maybe go with an aquaponics inside. Maybe have I think it's hydroponics outside. Maybe have raised beds. Maybe have in-ground. Hugelkultur beds, non-hugelkultur beds, Three Sisters, different gardening methods. All these different gardening methods. Try, if you got space, try a bunch of them. See which one works best. Several of them will probably work good for you, but plan ahead. That's the difference between preppers and people that just react sheeple. The sheep that just, they do whatever everybody tells them to do. They wait to the last minute. And then they're running out trying to get toilet paper. And then, oh my gosh, next thing you know, we don't have any toilet paper. You can't find any toilet paper. Hand sanitizer, oh my gosh, gone. Alcohol, oh my gosh, gone. Then it was, then it was food. And then the food shelves started looking emptier. Then it was seeds. And then, they're trying to the end of the world, the sky is falling. Run around like Chicken Little, like the sky is falling. We don't do that. We're preppers. We plan ahead. We think ahead. We don't procrastinate. That's part of what we do. Planning out your garden now. Seeing what you have for room. Take measurements. Go out in your area, whatever area you have to garden in. Measure it with tape measure. Figure it out. Then, plan out, okay, I need this many boards. I need this many screws, nails, whatever it is. 2x4s, 4x4s, 2x10s, whatever you want to use. Plan out how much you need and then start acquiring those things. Do I need a ground cloth to go down first? What tools do I need? Do I need any tools I didn't have last year? This year we got a wheelbarrow. Oh my gosh, it is so nice having a wheelbarrow. We got the dual front wheel wheelbarrow, really nice. Best one that Lowe's had. And it was only like $130, I think. It's a lot of money, but it's not that much money. That was really nice. Man, that's already paid dividends already. And we haven't really moved. We just basically moved 2 raised beds from where they were over to better areas because they just weren't in ideal locations. Last year, I was just throwing stuff everywhere. I was planting everything I possibly could. I planted containers. I planted in-ground. I planted raised beds. I planted everywhere because I was not freaking out, but at the beginning of COVID, remember, we didn't know what was going to go on. So I was legitimately worried and concerned when it first started. Okay, I'm not really, I'm not worried about that anymore. But I am wanting to produce as many of our own calories as possible. For example, last year, my garden produced just under 1 million calories. I made an Excel spreadsheet it was a caloric output or caloric production calculator, basically. And I have that available to my patrons over on Patreon if you want to check us out there. All the stuff also, this kind of stuff, all the tactical stuff, all the non-PC stuff that's going on nowadays and stuff like you get what I'm saying. That's well over on Patreon. Link is in the description. $1 a month. Well worth it. There's hundreds and hundreds of videos there. And, at least 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 new videos every day. So, please, check that out. I feel that it's definitely worth your while. And that if you like that kind of stuff, you'll like it over there. It's a little bit different than here on YouTube. But anyway, yes, plan ahead, think ahead, stockpile your seeds now. Get any kind of lumber has been expensive. Lumber has been increasing, so maybe do all your research now about researching sources for lumber, sources for reclaimed wood, stuff like that. Actually, I'm about to pass a place that is a fencing company. That a lot of times the old fences they tear down, they throw all the wood in these bins off to the side of their business, and it's just free. Anybody, you can pull in there with your truck, throw as much of that stuff in the back of your truck. You can pick through it, pick out whatever you want. I'm looking right now. Yeah, they don't really have anything there. But I keep an eye out. I always look, because if they have stuff, I know I'll take my truck the next day to work, grab some on my way in, and yeah, good to go. So fencing companies. Check out fencing companies. That's a good source. Also maybe construction companies. maybe even construction sites, if you can go talk to the people. If you know somebody in construction, then have them hook you up with how to go about getting reclaimed lumber, reclaimed wood, anything that you can use to build raised beds. So yeah, think about those kind of things now. Plan out your garden, plan what you're going to go grow where, plan the room, plan how much materials you'll need, plan tools, plan everything you could possibly think of. And also maybe if you're in an arid environment or more dry environment, really start storing the water that will be needed to water that garden, because not everybody has, access or, and stuff like that to as much water. And it can be expensive to water your garden if you're paying for the water. I have a well, so I just pay, electricity for the well, which is basically nothing per year. So that's nice. What are some other things? Yeah, seeds. Big time, seeds. Because that is your ability to grow your own food year after year after year, no matter how long-term an event is. If you have enough seeds, you're going to live. Of course, there are still animals. There's still proteins and fats you need. Yeah, I get it. But seeds is part of the equation. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to check us out on Patreon for all the stuff I can't talk about here, great. Love to have you. And welcome to all my new patrons. Thank you so much for being there. I love you guys. Remember to prep a little every day. Remember, we prep out of peace of mind, not out of fear here. And another catchphrase I like to say is, prepping is living insurance. It's insurance that you will live. Yeah. Fitness is key. Please be working on your fitness also. I forget some of these things to remind people. Fitness. That's, seriously. Eat right, drink lots of water, take care of yourselves. The more healthy you are, the stronger you are, the more ability you have to do the things. I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.